I think teacher assessments are essential as a fallback position. But, and as always, but is a very big conjunction, there are real issues, particularly issues of consistency and commonality with teacher assessments. The only way that you can fairly and uniformly test all pupils in the same way is to have a common national test. Now, as I say, the problem with teacher assessments is that they lack consistency. There are too many variables, too many inconsistencies. The problem with the algorithm last year, of course, was that it used as its benchmark prior performance of a school, which then penalised hard-working, studious pupils in an underperforming school. The only way to fairly and consistently test pupils is to have a common national assessment. Now, at GCSE and A-level, that should take the form of some form of test. For BTEC and more vocational courses, it could take the form of a common extended essay or research topic. But the essential ingredient must be commonality. There must be a consistent, common national assessment. But what I should like to suggest is 6 considerations that I think make exams, national tests, more possible than perhaps was once thought. Firstly, there should only be one exam test assessment per pupil per subject. That will instantly, massively reduce the number of exams that are necessary. Secondly, exam timetables should be written in such a way that there's only one exam on at any one time. That will mean, of course, there are fewer pupils in school taking exams at any one time. Thirdly, we should be prepared to close schools to other pupils during the exam period. This will allow us to socially distance Year 11 and Year 13. Fourthly, in order for that to happen, we should of course need to negotiate and work with the unions, because of course the workforce agreement does state that classroom teachers will not invigilate public exams. But I should hope that for this year, that part of the agreement could be suspended for the duration of the exam period. Fifthly, I think we need to agree that the exams would test the early topics in the syllabus and the schemes of work. And I say that because, of course, it isn't just years 11 and 13 that have been disrupted. Those students had their Year 10 disrupted and their Year 12 disrupted. So I think it would be fair to tell staff, to tell teachers and to tell students that the exam boards are going to concentrate on the early topics, and that we should say what those topics are. This is a list of topics that may crop up in the exam. And sixthly, if time is an issue, and I appreciate it may be, bearing in mind we're talking about delaying exams, and then of course we'll be up against the clock for results days and university places, college places, sixth form places and what have you. If time is of the essence, then I think we should concentrate on factual recall in these tests. And the reason why I say that is because, of course, factual recall could be tested by multiple choice tests, which could then be electronically marked. Now, those 6 suggestions, considerations, are not perfect, but I think taken together, they do make holding some form of national tests in the spring and summer much more possible and much more realistic.